Okay. So before we just work on the new general ledger accounting, we need to understand what is this new general ledger accounting. And before this, we use the account approach, GL approach. So what is that account approach and GL approach? So here we have ECC 6.0 with EHP 6, 7, 8. So these are the like packages we have. And below this ECC 6.0, we used to have 4.5, 4.6, 4.7, 4.8. So these were the versions we were using earlier. And in those version, in the older version, this is the ECC 6.0 version. In this, we follow the ledger approach. So here we follow the ledger approach in the ECC 6.0, EHP 678, whatever. Whereas below this ECC 6.0, we used to follow the account approach. Account approach. And here it is saying that what's the difference between the ledger approach and the account approach. So here we used to have in this account approach, we used to have single ledger, and the single ledger we used to have as a leading ledger. We call it as a leading ledger. On the other hand, this new version we have ECC 6.0. So in this we follow the ledger approach. Why? Because here we can maintain multiple ledgers. We can maintain multiple ledgers. And what kind of ledgers we have here? So first is going to be same as leading ledger. And the second type of ledger is non-leading ledger. So how many leading ledgers we can maintain? We can maintain only one leading ledger here also 01 only leading ledger whereas and also we maintain in the SAP as 0L. 0L we call it as 0L ledger 0L. On the other hand, the non-leading ledger you can maintain as many as 99 non-leading ledgers. As many as maximum non-leading ledgers you can maintain 99. Okay. But for any of the company, mostly we follow 6, 7 or 5 non-leading ledger. Again, these are required for the specific reporting. So for example, if they are doing the reporting as per the US GAAP, they want to do the reporting for some tax compliance, for the statutory reporting, for some audit reporting, for some other kind of localization, they want to do the reporting. So for such kind of reporting, we can follow this. We can use this non-leading ledgers. Now it is saying that what's the difference between the ledger approach and the account approach. So in the ledger approach, we can, as I just shared with you, we can maintain the leading non-leading ledger, and these non-leading ledger we can use for the different type of reporting. So how the different type of reporting we used to have in the account approach. So here we normally we classify our account according to the reporting we want to have. So for example, we want to have the reporting as per the US GAAP. And as per the US GAAP, we have assigned the GL. So for example, under the account approach, we have assigned the GL range. It is, let's say, from 100,000 to 59999. So this is a range we have assigned for the US GAAP reporting. And if we want to do the reporting as per the IFRS or as per the tax reporting or as per some other statutory reporting, so for that we can have a different GL number range. So it may be, let's say, from 600,000 to 89999. So we'll be using this set of GLs for the IFRS reporting. Then if say there is some other type of reporting, let's say some local GAAP, and as per the local GAAP, we need to have the GL. It is from 900,000 to 9999. So this is going to be the set of GL we will be using for the local GAAP. So this is the like approach we used to have in the account approach, and we call it as classic accounting. We call this approach under the classic accounting. We call it as classic account, and this is what this is the new general ledger accounting. We call it as new general ledger accounting, general ledger accounting or GL accounting, GL accounting, and this we call it as classic accounting. Also, there is a difference between the new general ledger accounting and classic accounting in the ECC 6.0 and below this ECC 6.0. So there are some activities which we need to like do it manually. So that can be automatically now system is going to perform under the ECC 6.0. So this is how we used to do the reporting under the classic accounting, and now here we have the new general ledger accounting on which we will be working. So under this new general ledger accounting, we have understood that it is also called as multi-ledger approach, and under this multi-ledger approach, we can use multiple ledger. So for example, we have a company and this company is based out of US, and that company also needs to send a report to India or to UK for the different kind of reporting. And here it is saying that in US they follow the January to December fiscal year variant, whereas for India or for UK or for some other countries, maybe the fiscal year variant that is different. So the reporting which they need to send it, so that report has to be as per that particular fiscal year variant. So for this reason, what we can do is we can use a leading ledger. Whereas if we need to do the reporting as per some other kind of accounting standard, we need to do the reporting. So for that, we can follow the non-ledger, we can follow the non-leading ledger, and in this non-leading ledger, we have the option that we can use a different fiscal year variant. So for example, if we have used here the K4, that is the from January December, and here for the non-leading ledger, we have the option that we can use V3, that is from April to March. And here we can have the option for the second non-leading ledger, we can use a different fiscal year variant, which will be from July to June. So how the system is going to do the like reporting if we like post any of the GL, if we post any accounting entry, then how that entry is going to maintain by the system under these ledgers and under different posting periods, so that we are going to see. So here it is saying that first of all, what we need to do, so we need to make sure that we are working under the new general ledger accounting. And for this financial accounting, we need to go to the financial accounting and check this new general ledger accounting checkbox should be selected. So in the 99% cases, this checkbox will be selected. If it is not, then we can select it. But in most of the cases, this would have been selected only. Where we need to go? We need to go to the financial accounting, global setting, and you can just see there is an option called activate new general ledger accounting. So this checkbox is selected already, so we don't need to select it. After that, we can come out of here, and where we can go, we need to now go to the financial accounting new. Financial accounting new. So there are two financial accounting. One is like normally it is financial accounting, and here you can just see financial accounting new. So we need to go to the financial accounting new. After that, you will have the FAGS. FAGS is your financial accounting global setting, new. Open it. Then you go to the ledger. Then again you go to the ledger. And here you have the first option as a define the ledger for the general ledger accounting. So we can click on this. We can click on this. And always remember that your leading ledger would be automatically defined by system. What you need to define here? You need to define here your non-leading ledger. And for whenever you are going to add any new non-leading ledger, so system is going to ask you for the total table. You can just see the total table we have here. So the way we have maintained the total table under the leading ledger, which is Faggle FlexT, so we can maintain the total table for the non-leading ledger also Faggle FlexT. So how we this Faggle FlexT works, I will also show you later. But here for the time being, we can give the ID for the new non-leading ledger, and we can add this Waggle Flexi table. So we need to select this new entry button, and you can just see the leading checkbox. Okay, so in this leading column, we have this checkbox selected only for the 0L. Why? Because it is a leading ledger and all other are the non-leading ledger. So we can click on the new entry button and we can define our own non-leading ledger. And let's have this non-leading ledger as S1. And this S1 we have for the reporting for 2244, and we can have here the total table Faggle T. Then we have the second non-leading ledger S2, and this is for local gap for 2244. And then we can have here again Faggle T. Press enter button. So it is saying that a new ledger group will be automatically added by system. So let's add that new ledger group ID, enter, and then save. Click on the save option and again press enter button. So you can just see we have only added the ledger. So this ledger group has been added by system automatically, and this ledger group ID is same as your ledger ID. So here the ledger group system has created it is S1, and the second ledger group system has added it is S2 with respect to your ledger ID S2. Enter. So it is saying that this new general ledger accounting or non-leading ledgers we have created, so it got successfully generated. Now we can save, we can come out of here. What next we need to have? The way we maintain the document types and number ranges for the leading ledger for the zero value. Okay, same way we need to maintain the document type and number ranges for the non-leading ledger also. And for this, we need to click on this option called define and activate the non-leading ledger. Define and activate. After this define ledger for the general ledger accounting, we need to click on this define and activate non-leading ledger. Click on this, and we need to actually this zero L is already activated. We need to mention here the non-leading ledger which we want to activate. So those two non-leading ledger which we have created, so we need to activate one by one. So I'll give here S1 first and then enter. And then we need to click on the new entry button. Click on the new entry button. Company code ID we have it as 2244. After that, for this non-leading ledger, if you want to change the fiscal year variant, if you want to change it, the option is available. So you can have a different fiscal year variant from your leading ledger. And after that, we need to give here the information for the posting period variant. Transaction code OB29. I'll open another screen. Transaction code is first I'll just show you for 2244 what we have selected. Enter. So we have selected the fiscal year variant ID, it is K4. Now we can go to the transaction code OB29 and we can see here we have K4 that is a calendar year. And what we can do, so if you want to have the reporting as per the April to March or according to July to June or according to October to September. So these different fiscal year variant we can have for the non-leading ledger. So let it be in this V3 we want to have. V3 we want to have. So let's have here the fiscal year variant ID as V3 and we'll have the same posting period variant ID PP44. PP44. Press enter button. Press enter button. It is saying that this PP44 doesn't exist. Let it be. Let's try with ID 2244. So that is the ID we have given for the posting period variant. And in this, you need to click on this no option and save. Click on the save option, enter. So this we have done for your first non-leading ledger ID S1. Same way, you need to provide the information for your second non-leading ledger, which is S2. And again, do the same thing, company code ID. Now for this company code ID, we want to again have a different fiscal year variant. Why? Because for the local gap, we want to have a different for the stationery or for some different kind of reporting. We need to have a different fiscal year variant and let it be this time V6 July to June. And posting period variant ID is same 2244. Enter save. So just click on the no option and then click on the save and then enter. After that we can come out of here and then we can go to this option called we can just come out of this ledger, and again come out of the ledger, and then now you go to the document. Click on the document here. If we just follow the configuration, so we have maintained here non-leading ledger, we have defined them, then we have given the fiscal year variant ID, posting period variant ID. Now here it is saying that step number 5, we need to provide the document type for the non-leading ledger. And for each of these document type, we should have the number range. So we'll have here the number range for these document type for the for the non-leading ledger 1 and non-leading ledger 2. So here it is saying that go to the document, click on the document type, and here we have the option document type for the entry view and document type for the GL view. So click on the document type for the entry view in the ledger. So first we'll have it for the S1 non-leading ledger. Press enter button and click on the new entry button. So what are the document types we have? So we have SA, we have KR, KZ, we have KSIM, we have DR, DZ, DA. Then we have for the asset accounting AA, AF. So these are the document type we have. Okay. So let it be these document type we want to have for this non-leading ledger. And if for this document type you want to have a different number range, or you want to have the same number range. So I'm going to use the same number range, and the same number range ID I have randomly given as 31, 31. Press enter button, save, and then again enter. So this we have done for S1. Now let's do the same thing for the S2. Again, click on this document type for the entry in a ledger, and this time for S2. Click on the new entry button. Let's have those document type again. And this time for the S2, we want to give the number range ID randomly as 32. Enter, save, again enter. Now we can come out of here. And then we need to go to this next option called document type for the GL view. Click on this option document type for the GL view. Again, we have it for the S1 first. So here we have the non-leading ledger 1 document type. Again, the number range we have here randomly, it is 41 across all the document type, 41. And then we can save. And the same we can have it for the S2. So click on the document type for the S2. Again, new entry, document type, and we have here 42 number range. If we have any new document type, so you need to add that new document type, otherwise the posting will not happen in that with that particular document type under the new general ledger accounting. So we can come out of here. Now we have we have defined the document type. We need to now maintain the number range for those document type. The number ranges we have assigned like 31, 32, 41, 42. So here we can go to the document number range for the entry view. Company code ID we have it is 2244, new entry. And for the entry view, we have the number range ID 31, year 2023. And we can have here the number is starting from 50012, 5 online, or 6 online, 6 all 0, 6 all 0. Then we can have 32 for S2. It is from 6 all 1 to 7 all 0. And we can save it. We can come back and we can go to this option called document in the GL view. And we can click on this document number in for the GL view. Again, company code ID and go to the change interval. Click on the change interval. And here we have the click on the new entry. So we'll have here two number ranges. One is 41 and another is 42. So it is from 1 all 0 1 to 2 all 0. And the new entry we have for 42 number range for the same year, and it is from 2 all 0 1 to 3 all 0. Enter. We can now save it. Now we can do the posting and check how the posting will happen for the non-leading ledger if we do the posting under the general ledger accounting. So it is saying that for that you can follow the end user steps, and we can use the same transaction code F-02, and we can have one posting. Let it be the document header information, and then we can go to the GL. Let it be the GL as 400, 100. Amount is how much? Let it be 9,000. For 90,000, we can give the cost center and we can give here the text as salary paid. 50 we have for the cash GL, amount asterisk text plus overview the entry, and we can save. We can save it. So the document got posted, it is 1008. Now if you want to view it, you can go to the menu document display. So here this is the document we have under the entry view. You can just see the title bar. It is saying that entry view. Now, if the same document you want to see under the GL view, you click on the GL view or general ledger view. So here it is showing you that this document got posted under the leading ledger. It is 0L and under the period date. And if you want to find out how this document was posted, or if you want to check if this document has flown into your non-leading ledger S1, S2, so for this, what you need to do? You need to go to the transaction code. It is FHGLP03. Go to the transaction code FHGLP03. Normally, we follow the transaction code FS10N. And you can just see here you have the option here choose ledger. Okay, so let's have here the GL in which you have made the posting, then you have your company code and you have here the fiscal year. So you can just see you would have here a posting of 90,000 under the period 8. So here this is the posting we have on 8th of August, 90,000. Now if you come out of here and if you just come out of here. So here you have the option called choose ledger. Click on the choose ledger. And here if we have the ledger ID S1, enter. And we want to see the same posting under the S1 for the same GL. Click on the execute button. So the same posting system has made under the posting period 5. Why? Because for this we have from April to March. We are following the fiscal year variant from April to March, and this is -3. Okay. So the entry which system is just showing you for calendar year in the 8th period. So the same entry system is just showing you under the 5th period, 8 minus 3. Then we can just go back and check the same entry for the S2 ledger. Click on the choose ledger, and we can give here the ID as S2, and we can click on the execute button. And we can just see here, because we are following here July to June, we have a different fiscal year variant for S2. It is from July to June. And as per the July to June, so because as per in the posting period is August, so the system has made the entry in the second period. System has made the posting in the second period. If you want to see it, double click on this. So it will show you that posting. So if for the non-leading ledger, you have a specific entry. You don't want that entry to be maintained under the other ledger or under the leading ledger. So for this, what do? You go to the transaction code. It is FB01L. This is a ledger-wise posting. We can do it. FB01L. Let's have here this transaction code, and we can do the ledger-wise posting. So here you can just see the difference between this screen. You can just see general ledger for the ledger group. Here we have the ledger group information. If I'll have another screen and I'll have the normal transaction F-02, you can just see you will not have that ledger group information. Okay. So if you want to post a entry in a specific ledger, so you need to mention here the ledger group ID. For example, here I want to have a entry in the ledger group ID S2 only. S2 only. And this is the entry we have for the GL 400 200. Enter. It is saying that the posting period will be changed. Why? Because here for S2 we have a different fiscal year variant. It is from July to June, and as per the July to June, so this posting period is going to be 2 based on the posting date. Enter. And amount is how much? Let's say 777. Cost center we can mention here, and then we have the text. Wages paid to cash account. Amount is asterisk, text is plus, overview the entry, save it. So you can just see System has given you the document number, it is 6001. Now if you just see, this is the number range we have given for the non-leading ledger, 6001 to 700. Okay. So now we can just see this is the posting we have, and this posting you can just see system has made under the non-leading ledger S2. Okay. So this this entry system has only posted in the S2 ledger only. Likewise, if you want to do some posting only in the S1, so for that you can select the ledger group ID S1. So that is the new general ledger accounting we have. Okay, so with this we have completed the new general ledger